In this video, we're talking about the Aeroplan credit card by Chase. Aeroplan is Air Canada's loyalty program. And even though this is Air Canada, this card is by Chase, so it is for US residents. Aeroplan, they are transfer partners with Chase, American Express, Capital One, and Marriott. And these points are really easy to earn. And the really good thing with Air Canada is that they have 45 airlines that they partner with that you can book your reward flights with, including all of Star Alliance. In this video, we're going to talk about all the perks and benefits of the Aeroplan card. We're going to tell you who we think this card's for, and we're also going to tell you a way that you can earn even more Aeroplan points. The first thing that we're going to talk about is annual fee. Now this card, it does have a $95 annual fee, so it's a mid-tier credit card, so we should expect to see some benefits that go along with this annual fee. The next thing that we're going to talk about is sign-up bonus. Now you're able to earn 70,000 points after you spend $3,000 of purchases in the first 3 months. Now what you'd be able to do with these points, you'd be able to fly round trip from Miami to Paris, you'd be able to go from Houston to Rome round trip as well, and you'd also be able to go San Francisco to Tokyo round trip with those 70,000 points. So you do have quite a bit of options with those 70,000 points. The next thing that we're going to talk about is how you actually earn points. Now this card, it does have some good bonus categories. You are going to have 3 times points when you purchase anything with Air Canada. You'd have 3 times at grocery stores, 3 times at dining, and 1 time on all other purchases. Now you also would be able to get a 500 bonus points for every $2,000 you spend in a calendar month. So that's going to be up to 1,500 points per month. So as far as earning points, this does have actually some pretty good categories. 2 of the largest categories for most people, restaurants and dining, it's going to cover. So this is definitely a pretty good category. The next thing that we're going to talk about is travel benefits. Now the first thing is complimentary Aeroplan 25K status. You would be able to receive Aeroplan 25K status for the remainder of the calendar year, plus the entire following calendar year. So we're recording this right now in November, so unless you really have your heart set on this card, probably might want to wait till the beginning of the year so you'd have it for an entire 2 years instead of just a year and a month. Now after your complimentary Aeroplan status is over, you'd be able to, after spending $15,000, have Aeroplan status complimentary of this card. You also would be able to upgrade your status, and if you spend $50,000 in a calendar year, you'd be able to go to 35K status, or whichever status is high, the next one that you're eligible for. You also would receive complimentary first check bag for you and up to 8 of your traveling companions. Now a card for this level at just a $95 annual fee, being able to give you up to 9 free check bags, that's going to be pretty huge. You do 1 flight and you actually are able to use all 9 of these check bags, you're going to more than make your money up just on that. But I don't really know many people that travel with 8 traveling companions, but maybe if you're traveling for work purposes or something like that, that's the only way I can see it. You also would receive global entry, TSA pre-check, or Nexus credit. And the last traveling benefit that we're going to mention is you do have 24/7 concierge. And some of the things that they mention is need to locate hard to find items or even reserve the perfect table. Concierge is there to help. So having concierge at this level, that's definitely a really huge benefit. Now who's this card for? So obviously the first one, somebody that flies Air Canada. Anybody that's going to fly Air Canada even a couple times a year, if they have a plan for work, for pleasure, whatever the case is, if you're planning on flying on Air Canada, this card would probably be a really good card for you. Being able to get the free check bags, being able to get 25K status, those are going to be just some little additional benefits that you're going to be able to receive with this card. Even 1 flight, you're going to be able to get your money's worth out of this card. Now, the other person who we think this card would be for is somebody that's later in the travel game, especially somebody that flies United or Star Alliance. Now, you don't actually need to be somebody that prefers to fly on United or on Star Alliance, but if you're later in the game, you already have received maybe a card with United or one of the other major domestic airlines, and you're looking to find another way for you to be able to get some additional points to be able to get another reward flight, this might be a really good card, especially since they do have transfer partners with most of the major credit cards: Chase, Capital One, American Express, and even Marriott. Now, at the beginning of the video, we did mention that we would talk about a way that you'd be able to earn even more Aeroplan points, and how you'd be able to do this is right now, Chase, they are actually having a 30% bonus if you transfer your points out. So you'd be able to get 30% more value out of your Chase points if you transfer them over to Aeroplan. So if you are planning on traveling Star Alliance or anything like that right now, this would be a really good opportunity to transfer your Chase points over to Aeroplan. Check out this video here if you want to know more about our favorite domestic airline credit cards. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.